Look, all of you, determinant. This is a new chapter. We are denoting a determinant by delta. It is your choice, no problem. It is a second order determinant, that is two rows and two columns. If you go through the horizontally, this is row, and if you move from vertically, that is called column. So one row, two row. This is C1 and this is C2. That is R1 row 1, R2 row 2. This is C1 column 1 and this is C2 column 2. So 2 row 2 columns, so 2 by 2 determinant, that is the determinant of second order. How to evaluate this? Just A1 into B2 minus A2 into B1. Suppose we see the third order determinant. Third order determinant means 3 row 3 columns. In matrix you did, there is a rectangular form matrix, but in determinant always number of rows and number of columns always it will be same. That is, it is always if it is third order determinant, that is 3 rows and 3 columns. This is row 1, this is row 2 and this is row 3. This is C1 column 1, this is C2 column 3 and this is C2 column 2 and this is C3 column 3, and these are the elements of these respective columns. So how to evaluate this determinant, that is how to expand this. Suppose if you want to expand it is through row 1 or row 2 or row 3, I expand here through row 1. Okay, so first you take A1. So after taking A1, you remove the remaining elements of row and the respective row and respective columns where it is intersect. That is, if you take A1, so row and with this column, this you have to remove. So remaining is this B2, C2, B3, C3. Okay. Then alternating sign plus, there is a minus. Now take B1. So remove this column and this row. So A2, C2, A3, C3. Then C1 take alternating sign minus, then there is a plus. So remove this row column and this row. So A2, B2, A3, B3. Now you know how to evaluate this minor. Just you multiply B2, C3 minus B3, C2 minus B1 into A2, C3 minus A3, C2 plus C1 into A2, B3 minus A3, B2. Okay. And you calculate, you will get the value of the determinant. This is expansion of the determinant. That is, I wrote here, we can expand a determinant by the elements of any row. That is, it is not necessary to expand always row 1, row 2, row 3, your choice. Row 1, row 2, row 3, but you have to put the sign properly. And you can expand this column wise also, C1, C2, C3, it is depends on you. So that is, I wrote here, we can expand a determinant by elements of any row or column and prefix the sign as under follows: plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus. You have to remember this thing. A determinant in general form, a determinant of nth order can be written as, this is the position of A11, A12, A13, A14, it is continued to A1n. Similarly, 21, 22, 23, 22, 24 and continue to 2n. If you move through n1, n2, nn, that is nth row and nth columns. The sign corresponding to ith row and jth column, this is I and this is j. Okay. So sign corresponding to ith row and jth column, this is minus 1 whole to the power I plus j. Suppose the sign of A11, so this is minus 1 whole to the power I for 1, j for 1, that is 2. So what is the sign? Plus it will come, because minus 1 square means plus. You can, if you remember this, then it is easy to remember the sign. Okay. Now see what is minor. The minor of an element in a determinant is a determinant that is left after removing the row and column which intersect at the element and is of order 1 less than that of the given determinant. If we apply the appropriate sign to the minor of an element, we will get a cofactor. Now one example you see, suppose this is a third order determinant. Suppose if we want to find the minor of A1. So after taking A1, remaining elements of that respective row and the respective column where the element intersect, you remove this. So B2, C2, B3, C3 left. So this is the minor of the element A1. And cofactor, so what is the sign of A1 plus? So this is totally is the cofactor. Okay. So these are the properties of determinant. Number 1, if each entry in any row or column is 0, then the determinant is equal to 0. That is, if all the elements of a row or of in a column 0, the value of the determinant is 0. Number 2, if rows be changed into columns and columns into rows, then the determinant remains unaltered. That is, example you see, suppose this is a determinant. If the value of the determinant it is x, and I am taking another determinant which is the transpose of this, that is row changed to columns and column changed to rows. So the value of this such determinant also it will be x. That is, if you changed row and column, then the value of the determinant unaltered. Okay. Number 3, if any two rows or columns of a determinant are interchanged, the resulting determinant is the negative of the original determinant. That is the meaning. Suppose this is a determinant. Now I want to interchange row 1 and row 2. That is, want to place this row 2 in row 1 and row 1 into row 2. So this is the operation R1 to R2, then R2 to R1. So see A2, B2, C2, A1, B1, C1 and A3, B3, C3. The value of the determinant will be same, but it will be the negative opposite sign. Okay. That is the meaning, the negative of the original determinant. If it is the value of the determinant x, then the value of the determinant it will be minus x. If you interchange a row or column. Number 4, if two rows or columns in a determinant are identical, that is, if any row or any two row or any two columns, if these are identical, the value of the determinant is equal to 0. See the example, ABC, row 1, row 2 identical element, 4, 5, 6, R3 is different, but the value of the determinant is 0. It is not necessary for the row, it is applicable for column also. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. That is C1 and C3 are identical. So the value of the determinant is 0. This is the property. These are the. Number 5, if all the elements of any row or column be multiplied by same number, the determinant is multiplied by that number. This is a determinant. I want to multiply row 1 by n scalar p, suppose. So PA, PB, PC. So this 1 by P, we have to adjust it. So that is the meaning. The determinant is the multiplied by that number. Okay. Understood? No? In determinant, we can take common separately from a row or column. We can multiply by a scalar in a row or in a column. We can adding, we can subtracting any two rows, any two columns. Okay, so up to this, these are the some properties. Okay, you study at home. Next class again I will discuss some properties.